Welcome back to Gravity Falls. Today I've got Phineas with me, and we're going to start working on the logic for this toy box, beginning with the Ferris wheel in Stan's Mystery Fair. Here's a screenshot of the fair from the episode The Time Traveler's Pig. You can see that one of Stan's cheaply built attractions was a Ferris wheel. It was largely constructed of wood, with a number of light bulbs wired to it. The Disney Infinity team created a version of this Ferris wheel in their Where's Waddles toy box, which was featured in an episode of Toy Box TV titled How to Build a Disney Parks Attraction. Of course, we can't download this toy box anymore, but that video gave a brief overview of how to build the Ferris wheel, so I decided to add it to my toy box. So our Ferris wheel is going to go over here at the end of the clearing, past the Mystery Shack, and I've already dropped a couple of Creativitoys here that we're going to need. 3 of them, actually. I've got 2 buttons and a level starter, and all I've done is place these out of the Creativitoys drawer. And the last one that we're going to need is going to be a path, but we'll get to that in a little while. Now, the Ferris wheel itself is going to go over here, and to save memory, I've simplified the design of my Ferris wheel. It doesn't use as many pieces, but it still works the same way. And to start with, we're going to begin with this block, and I'm going to line it up over here off the end of this terrain corner right here. So the first block is just a spacer block, and I'm going to set this right here. And this tells me how far out away from those trees I need to start my Ferris wheel. And if we come up to Building Sets Group 4, we have these dock pieces from the Pirates of the Caribbean playset. And I'm going to place 2 of these here, like this. And then we're going to drop down 2 more of these blocks for spacers. So 1, 2, followed by a couple more dock pieces. Actually 3 of them total. So the first one, we're going to put it like this, just like we had on the other side, and we'll go ahead and flip that around so it's not quite as repetitive. And then we'll put another one out here like that. And we need a way to get onto the ride, so we'll put a couple of stairs on either end. Right, and then we'll go ahead and take these blocks out. We don't need those. So there's the foundation for our Ferris wheel. Alright, so back to the blocks drawer then. We're going to start with this ramp vertical block. And I'm going to place the first one right here. And before we put any more down, we're going to style this. So I'll open the styling menu, and I'm going to use Wood 1. I'll set that to be my theme. That matches those dock pieces pretty well. And we'll go ahead and build kind of a pyramid here of shapes. Like that. And I'm going to build the exact same structure on this side. Oops. We'll put these over here like this. And we'll come down and put these blocks under here just for some support on either end. Like that. Okay, so there is the basic structure for the Ferris wheel. And then we can add a few little decorations to it. The one in the TV show had a question mark on it for the Mystery Shack logo, so we can put that in there. And under Building Sets Group 2, I thought a nice little awning would be good. So if we come to the right, I'm going to use this rectangular awning just as kind of a little entrance to the ride. And for the lights on this, we can use, under the Platforming Toys drawer, this rail slide piece. I'll put this across the top like that. And if we open the styling menu for this, the Paradise Pier rail works pretty good. That adds a few little blinking lights. So there we go. there is the structure for the Ferris wheel. And now we're just about ready for the logic itself. And I'm going to come back up to the blocks drawer one more time, just for a couple of spacers here. And I'm going to put the first one out here like this. And I need this one up here, but I can't really do that because of that rail slide. So I'm just going to drop it here temporarily. And then we'll go back to the Creativitoys drawer, to the path creator. And we're going to drop the path creator right below the rail slide on the ground here in the middle. And then that puts us in point collection mode. And we're going to come up and drop the first point right on the corner of this block, just like that. This piece is going to go right over the top of the rail slide and lined up with the top of that block, just like that. Excuse me. And I probably should have put another block out here, but I think that's where this one needs to go. Let's see, if we line this up with the edge of the block here, we go 1, 2 out. That should put it right where we need it. And then I'll exit. The one in the Toy Box TV episode used more points, but we don't need more than 4 points. So under Properties, everything stays the same in here, but we're going to turn on the looped flag, and we're going to turn off Auto Start Objects when connected. Now we can kind of take a look at our path, and that looks correct. And let's go ahead and just move this piece over to the other side of this one, and that lines up with that point there. So we can go ahead and delete that block, and we can go ahead and delete this one. Alright, so there's our path. And then the last thing we need are the ride cars. And for that we are going to use not this one, but the upside down curved block, which isn't next to it. It's way over here, further away in the drawer. And I'm going to go ahead and just stick these out here away from the world, and we need 5 of these. Alright, and before we connect those, let's hook up our logic. So we're going to use the level starter to begin the Ferris wheel. So on the level starter, we'll do a new logic connection on Catalyze. And we'll come over to our path creator, and we'll do a reset and play. And because we're already in the toy box, we'll use a button to trigger that. So new logic connection when pressed will connect up to the level starter to start it. And then I also need a reset button temporarily. So on this button, we'll do a new logic connection when pressed. Come over to the path creator and do a reset and stop. Alright, and that's all the logic that we need. All we have to do now is connect up the blocks. So on the first block, we'll do a new path connection. We will connect up to the path creator. And then on the block, we'll open up the properties for the block, toy box path. Everything under here stays the same. It's all good, except for the reset point. And the reset point is going to go in increments of 20. So we're going to do 0, 20, 40, 60, and 80. So for the first block, I'm going to start it at 80. I just like to go from the bigger numbers downward because it makes the process go a little quicker here. Alright, so there is our first block. And if we come out here and push the button for the reset button, that puts the block over there at its starting point. And then we'll do basically the same thing with each of the other blocks. So a new path connection, connect up to the path. On the block properties, The only thing, again, we're changing under here is the reset point. This time we're going to 60. Be a lot quicker if I could type this in. There we go. And if I were doing a lot of blocks like I did with the Ferris wheel, I'd do the little trick with the repeater there just to make this go quicker. But since we only got 5 blocks, I'm not going to worry about setting that little trick up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go to my Disneyland series and view the episode on the carousel, because we added a lot of pieces to the carousel, and hooking up a repeater to constantly reset and stop on the path made things a lot easier. Went a lot quicker. All right, the reset point on the 4th block, or the 3rd block rather, is going to be 40. As you can see, with each subsequent block, it's a little quicker to set it up. Come out here, push the button. That puts that block up there. 2 more to go, and these will go even quicker. So new path connection. Toy box path. Oops. Block properties. Was getting ahead of myself there. The reset point for this one is going to be 20. And this should be the last time we need to hit the reset button. That puts that block there. And all we got to do with the last one is just connect it to the path, because the reset point on this one needs to be 0, and that's its default value. All right, toy box path, and it's already where it needs to be. At this point, we can delete our reset button. And we'll start it up. And there it goes. So that's the Ferris wheel. It's a simple ride that's pretty easy to build. All you got to do to ride it, as you saw in the playthrough video, is to come up the stairs and hop on the block, and away you go. Next time, I'll show you how to build the dunk tank. Thanks for watching my video today, and I hope you enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. If so, please hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know. Also, if you like Disney Infinity and you like my videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking my photo in the lower right corner. Have a great day.